Not all storms come to disrupt, some came to clear paths. Not everything bad in your life is a bad thing. It's crazy to say, but all the trauma, trials, and tribulations you go through isn't for the worse. It's not to hurt you every time. There's a lot of things that happen for a purpose, for the greater good, not only for yourself, but for the world, bro. It's crazy. You think that everything bad happening to you is, something bad, is something, negative that's happening to you. You always question them, why is always happening to me? But it's probably happening for the simple fact that it's happening for the better. Like, it's crazy to say that, but you got to be glad that you're going through some of those things, those trials, them tribulations, make you suffer a little bit. Even though, it doesn't feel good to suffer, is a blessing to even suffer, you know what I'm saying? Because a blessing to suffer is like you're alive, you feeling something, you feel me? There's not, God gave you the ability to even feel the pain, and a lot of people aren't even grateful for that. And it's like, of course, feeling pain and stuff like that doesn't feel good or comfortable or nothing like that, but it's still a blessing to have. So all these storms, all these disruptions in your life is probably for the better, not only just to make you a good person or better person, or like to see what actually can happen in the real world. You might be what happens in the real world. You also not the only person that's living on earth that's going through that stuff. That gives you a perspective of the entire world's scenarios. The entire world has to go, not everybody goes through the same things, but there are people that go through some trials, and it helps them look into other people's tribulations, you know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta understand that it's a blessing to even be in a scenario where you get to even have those storms to help you disrupt, or even come and clear paths for you. Some storms actually put you in better positions, because a lot of storms, for example, let's say you get dumped as a guy and now you're just grinding in the gym. You see how that storm made a clear path for you to go to the gym, and now that's all you do? It's a blessing to even have that realization. Obviously you was motivated by a bad thing. Like, I'm sorry that you got into a relationship that ended, but you got motivated into the right thing, you feel me? Where you going to the gym, grinding it out, having a blessed life where you doing stuff strong, doing it full hearted, doing it like with knowledge behind it, I get that that all storms aren't bad. Even for me myself, it took me a while, but I thank God that I even go through tough times, whether it be debt with money, damn near pain physically, heartbreak, emotional damage. Yeah, bruh, it's part of life. I've accepted it as part of life. I remember my last job. I was a wheelchair pusher, actually. It's not the best conditions every time, whether it be feet damage, a lot of emotional damage, when you're not even getting paid, because like it's so bad, the job there, and you really live off of other people's pocket, which is crazy. And like, when you get giving like $100 service, you giving $100 service, and they giving you damn near nothing, bro. No, not even damn near nothing at times, bro. Sometimes it's back to back. Sometimes back to back. You can't do nothing about it. And it's like, I started to just, leave it up to life. I used to just say it's part of life, accept the fact that it just happened because life, that's just something you have to go through. Can't outrun, what God has planned for you. And I know that God has a plan way bigger for me, way better for me, and all them things, and for you as well. But you gotta understand that bad things aren't always gonna be the worst thing. And so on today, episode 51, quote is, "Not all storms come to disrupt, some come to clear paths." Have a blessed day.